Hello and welcome back to Rada Themes YouTube channel. This video is an extension of the conference-free WordPress theme. So if you haven't watched that video, I urge you to check the link up here or the link in the description box below and go watch that video first. If you have already created your site with the conference-free theme and now you want to continue with the Pro theme, then you can go through this video directly. I will start by showing you on how to access the Conference Pro WordPress theme. You'll have to go to our website rarathemes.com. Go to Themes, go to Premium WordPress Themes. From the search bar, type in Conference Pro. After the theme appears here, click on it. This is the sales page of the Conference Pro theme. I will also add a link in the description box below to the sales page. To access the live demo page, scroll down, then click on View Live Demo. I have already opened the live demo page in this tab. Let's take a look at our demo page and we will briefly go through it, where I will point out the differences and exclusive features that you get with the Conference Pro theme. Also, I will be skipping all the features that I have already covered for the free theme. So starting with the header section, About section, Start Counter section, Recent Conferences section, Speaker section, they are all the same as they were in the free theme. I will not go into them. This is the Schedule section, where you can showcase the event days, auditoriums, event timing, as well as the speaker of the event. And they display something like this. Ticket section, where you can show different ticket packages with the benefits of every tickets package, like how it is displaying on the screen. The testimonial section, which is the same as it was in the free theme. Timer call to action section, where you can showcase a remaining event timer with a call to action button, like this. Sponsor section, to display your affiliated sponsors for the event. The call to action section, this is the same as it was in the free theme. FAQs section, for you to display frequently asked questions about your organization and business or services in a toggleable manner. So you can either expand the Q&As or you can close it. Events gallery, where you can display all the images of the event. The sections from blog to footer areas is the same as in the free theme, so I will not go into them. The footer copyright text, where you can edit out your entire footer copyright text, as well as make the WordPress information and theme author disappear. Again, an exclusive option which was not available in the free theme. You also get a back to top button and a sticky floating menu, so that your users won't have to scroll all the way to the top to be able to access the menu items. Apart from these, let's check out some of the custom pages that you get with the Pro theme. If you navigate to templates, you can see a number of custom page templates that you get exclusively with the Conference Pro WordPress theme, and these include gallery, FAQs, buy tickets, portfolio, testimonial, and sponsor. Let's check out one of these pages. Okay, let's go for buy tickets page, and this helps you to display the ticket price, availability of the tickets, and even allow visitors to book the tickets for the events from here. It also features the frequently asked questions newsletter. You can further explore the demo page in detail with the help of the link I have provided in the description box below. Now I will head over to the sales page of Conference Pro WordPress theme and we will explore some extra and cool features that you get with our Pro theme. So back to the sales page. I am going to skip the features that I have already covered in the free theme. So once again, if you haven't watched the video tutorial of the free theme, please go ahead and watch that first. With Pro theme, apart from the video and image, you also get to have a slider as your banner layout, where you can keep post, category or custom fields and adjust the animation. You get 5 header layouts, a detailed schedule on homepage, ticket section, timer call to action section, FAQ section. Then you get a number of different custom pages as I mentioned earlier, and they include custom about page, custom contact page, custom FAQ page, custom gallery page, custom portfolio template, custom speaker page, custom schedule page, custom testimonial page, custom sponsor page, custom venues page, and finally, the custom tickets page. Now we will head over to the key features. Along with the features that you get with your free theme, with Conference Pro WordPress theme, you get performance settings to boost the speed of your website. Here are the settings available, which includes lazy load featured images, lazy load content images, lazy load gravatar images, and defer JavaScript. Then you also get a powerful option panel to customize and configure your website easily, 17 homepage sections with sorting or reorder that you can arrange as per your preference, sticky or floating menu like how we saw in the demo page, attractive blog layout, sticky widget. This option helps you to make the last widget of the sidebar sticky, and you can take advantage by displaying call to action buttons to increase conversion. One-page website features, where you can allow your visitors to get the entire detail on a single page without loading additional pages. Dynamic color options for background, primary, secondary, and footer color. You also get to add image and predefined patterns as background of your site. You can change the font size of the entire site with typography options, drop cap option, scroll to top option. The site is also polylang and WPML compatible, which means you can translate your site into multiple languages, which brings us to the next feature. The theme is also translation ready for you to translate your website easily into your preferred language. Just like with our free theme, you also get friendly and quick support and extensive documentation for the Pro theme. Now, to download the Conference Pro WordPress theme, from the right hand side, select the package of your choice, then click on Buy Now. We also have a risk-free 15 days money-back policy. You will have to fill in the details, and then the theme will be emailed to you in your email address in a zip format. Also, if you go over to my account after you have logged into your Rara Themes account, you will find your theme there as well. I have already downloaded the theme, so now I'll show you how to install and activate your theme without losing any of your current data with Conference free theme. So for that, I will have to log in to my WordPress dashboard. I have logged into my WordPress dashboard. To install and activate the Conference Pro theme, go to Appearance, click on Themes, click on Add New, click on Upload Theme. You can either drag and drop the file that you received in a zip format, or you can click on Choose File, select your theme, click on Open. Now click on Install Now. The theme has been installed successfully. Now click on Activate. So this is your Getting Started page. From here, you have to activate your license key. You can find your license key in the Downloads section of your Rara theme dashboard. You have to copy your license key, then paste it inside of the license key box. And this is what your license key looks like. Click on Activate License. After your license key is activated, it displays a message like this. Next, you have to activate the recommended plugins. Click on Begin Activating Plugins. Select the plugins from here. From the drop-down option, click on Activate and click on Apply. So the plugins have been activated successfully. Again, please do not skip this step. The recommended plugins have to be activated. They will come in handy when we later have to add various features to our site. Now, after the theme has been installed and activated, let's take a look at our site. Go over to the house icon, click on Visit Site. I'm going to open our site in the new tab. So let's take a look at our website and see if there are any changes that have been introduced after we installed and activated the theme. The header section looks the same, so does the About section, as well as the Stat Counter section and the Recent Conferences section. Also, the Speaker section looks the same. As you can see, we get an extra option to add schedule to our homepage. Testimonial is the same, and we also get the event timer with the call to action button. The call to action section is the same. The blog section, contact us, Google Maps section, and the footer areas is the same. You can make the theme author and WordPress information disappear. I will show you how to do this in the video. And as you can see, the back to top button has also been added or introduced to our site. So those are the visible changes that we have seen so far. Now we will access our customizer. Back to the dashboard. From the dashboard, go to Appearance, then click on Customize. I'm going to open my customizer in the new tab. I also have the demo page opened here. We will take various references from the demo page throughout the video. So back to our customizer. These are the customizer settings that you get with Conference Pro WordPress theme. We will go through each of the extra settings and features that you get with your Pro theme, and we will also explore them in detail. I will not go through the settings and features that we have already gone through and explored in our free theme, as they have already been covered in our free theme video tutorial. So this is one extra feature that you get with the Conference Pro theme. From here, you will be able to search for any of the customizer settings. You only have to type in the customizer settings name. So for example, if you want to add in social media, just type in social media into the search bar. And here, all the relevant customizer settings have appeared without you having to manually search for it. Now we will go to Site Identity. In the Pro theme, apart from having the option to add a logo, site title, tagline, and site icon, you can select your site title font, change your site title font size, also select the site title color of your choice. Let me remove the logo for a while, and I will make my site title and tagline display by checking into this little box. So if you scroll down, you can select the font family. Currently, this is the font chosen. You can select from the list of available widgets, and your font family will change accordingly. You can also select the style depending upon the font family you've chosen. From here, you can select your site title font size. If you slide this toggle over, then the size of your site title will increase. If you slide this button under, then your site title font size will decrease. From here, you can select the site title color. You simply have to click on Select Color. Then you have to select the color from the palette here. Move around the pointer and the slider. to get to the color of your choice. So you can make your preferences and click on Publish if you have made any changes. I'm going to make my site title and tagline disappear, and I'm going to add in the logo. Let's go back. Next is the appearance settings. Let's go to colors. Apart from having the option to select the background color of the site, you have 3 more options with the Pro theme. The first is you get to select the primary color of the theme, which is the green color. Click on Select Color, select the color from the palette. You can move around your pointer and your slider to get to the color of your choice. The color that you select will be reflected throughout the site. The secondary color is this ink blue color. To change it, click on Select Color. Again, move around your pointer. Then move around your slider. And as you can see, the secondary color has been selected. The third option is to select the footer background color. The footer background color is black. Click on Select Color. The process is same. Select the color of your choice, move around your pointer and slider to select the shade of your choice, and the changes will appear here. In this way, you can give your own personal touch to the site with the help of the color options. I'm going to set all of them back to default, but you can go ahead and make your preference. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit Unpublish. Next is the background. In the free theme, we only had the option to select the background image. In the Pro theme, apart from having the option to select the image, we also get to select from any of these awesome background patterns. There are 64 of them exactly. So if you want to select the dark background, go for the dark options. If you want to select some with gradient, then you can also go for it. Just play around with the options and select the one of your choice. If you select on No BG, it stands for no background. The background you have selected will be removed. Again, if you have made any changes, don't forget to hit Unpublish. Let's go back. Next is the layout settings. First is the header layout. You can select from 5 of the header layout options here. You can play around with the options and select the one that you like the most. I'm going to stick with the second option. Click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the block page layout. This is the same as it was in the free theme. So is the general sidebar layout options. I will not go into both of them. Fourth option is the Pagination Settings. So to explore this option, we will go into our blog page. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this is the pagination, so you can select your pagination type from the list of available options. It can be numbered. You can go for the default, which will make the next, previous or newer or older post button appear here. You can go for the Ajax Load More button, which will display Load More Post button here. Or you can select the Ajax Auto Infinite Scroll, which will display all of your blog posts without showing any button. Select your preference. I'm going to stick with the numbered option. Click on Publish. Let's go back. We are done with our layout settings. Next is the typography. In the Pro theme, you get to select the primary font of your entire site, and you can also select the font size. So currently, this is your primary font. You can go ahead and select the font of your choice. The font style you choose will be reflected throughout your site. You can select from any of the given fonts from the list of available fonts. You also have the option to select the font size for your entire site. Slide this toggle over to increase the font size of your site. Slide this button under to make the font size appear smaller. Additionally, you also get the locally host Google Fonts option. Click on it. With this option, you get to host Google Fonts on your server. By default, the theme fetches the font from the Google, but if you enable the toggle, this option right here, the theme downloads the font on your server, and doing that makes loading your fonts quicker. So I would highly recommend you to enable it. I will come back to the rest of the settings later on. Click on Publish. Let's go back to typography. Then you have the header settings where you can pick up the font family, the font style, and select the font size. The option is the same for all of the header settings available. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit on Publish. Let's go back. Now we will go to the front page settings. Okay, I will set the font size and the font style back to the way it was before. Then we will continue with the front page settings. I have set the font size and style back to the way it was before. Now we will head over to the banner section. Under banner options, apart from having the option to disable the banner section and to have the static or a video call to action banner, you get two more options. The first is to have a static or a video newsletter banner. Select this option. This option allows you to enable or display your newsletter in the banner section, regardless of whether you have a static image or you have a header video or one of the videos featured from your YouTube channel. If you scroll down, there is the option to add in the newsletter shortcode from banner newsletter option. So go back to the dashboard, go to Blossom Themes email newsletter, click on all newsletter. You can either select the newsletter that we had created earlier, or you can also create a new one. Copy the shortcode, come back, paste it here, and the newsletter appears here. Another option is to have your banner as slider. From here, you can select your slider content style. So it can be either latest post, category, pages, or custom. If you select latest post, then all of the latest blog posts will appear on your banner slider. If you select category, then you have one more option to select the slider category. So you can select any of the categories from the list of the drop-down categories. Whatever category that you choose, the post from that particular category will be displayed on your banner. So if you select business, then all of the blog posts from the business category will be displayed in your banner. If you select pages, then you can display the pages on your banner slider. Click on Add New Pages. From the drop-down option, select the page that you want to display on your banner, and the page that you select will be displayed in your banner. You can click on Add New Pages, then keep on selecting the pages which will display as a slider in your banner. If you select Custom, then you can customize the content of your banner. Click on Add New Slide, click on Add Image, select the image of your choice, click on Select. Now add in the title and subtitle of your choice. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button which will appear here after you have added the link. And as you can see, the button is now displaying. I'm going to select the latest post as a slider content style for a while, and we will explore the options at the bottom. From here, you can select the number of slides that you want to display on your banner. If you slide this button over, you can select higher number of posts to display. If you slide this button under, then you can lessen the number of slides that you display on your banner. From here, you can select the slider auto transition. If you disable this option, the slider will not automatically transition from one to another, as opposed to when you enable it, they will transition without having to click anywhere. The second option is to enable the slider loop. If you enable this option, the slider will keep on going on in a loop even when all of the slider has come to an end. Next is the slider caption. You can enable or disable the slider caption with the help of this option. Next option is to enable or disable to use the full image in slider. Then you can also select the slider animation from the list of available options here. Whatever animation you choose will be applied to your sliders here. From here, you can change the slider read more text from continue reading to anything else that you want. You simply have to remove the label here, then add in the label or text of your choice. So go ahead and play around with the options, select the one that you like the most and click on Publish. I'm going to select the static or a video call to action banner, just the way it was before. If you scroll down, you have one more option at the bottom. Just click on the link here and you will be able to select the time zone from the list of available time zones here. I will come back to rest of the miscellaneous settings later. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit on Publish. Let's go back to front page and banner. Okay, we are actually done with our banner section. Now we will go back. The About section is the same as it was in the free theme. So is the Stat Counter, Recent Conferences, and Speakers section. So we will go to Schedule section. Before I make any changes from here, I'll have to go back to the dashboard and create schedules from there. So back to the dashboard. To create the schedules, we have to create the schedule categories first. So go to Schedules, then click on Schedule Categories. Give your schedule a name, slug, description, then add in the schedule order. I have added the name as D1, then add in the slug. Slug is the URL friendly version of the name. It is in all lowercase. For description, you can add in anything that you wish to. I'm going to skip adding the description. Then you have to add in the schedule order. Schedule order defines the display of the schedule categories. If you want to display D1 at first, you have to give the schedule order to D1 as 1. Now click on Add New Categories. Your category 1 has been displayed here. I will add 2 more categories. Next, you have to create and add Hall categories. So from under Schedules, go to Hall categories. The Hall categories define the place where the event is scheduled. You need to create Hall categories before creating the schedule. So let's add in the name. I'm going to add the name as Auditorium 1. Add in the slug. I'm going to skip adding the description, then add in the hall order. Hall order defines the display order of the schedule categories. If you want to display Auditorium 1 at first, you have to give the hall order as 1. After you are done, click on Add New Tag. And here, the haul category 1 has been added. Let me create 2 more haul categories. Now you have to create the schedule event. To do that, from under Schedules, click on Add New. Start by adding the title. I will go over to our demo page, scroll down to the Schedule section, and I'm going to copy the same title from here and paste it here. Then I will do the same for the description. From under Schedule Info, add in the start time and end time of your event. Add in the name of the presenter and the designation as well, which I'm also going to copy and paste from the demo page. After this, from under Schedule, you have to add the category. So you can select from any of the categories that you have created earlier. Let's add in the category as D1 and D2. Now you have to add one of the haul categories that you created earlier, and you have to assign that haul category to this event. So let's add in Auditorium 1 as our haul category. To set the featured image, click on Set Featured Image, then add in the featured image of your choice. Click on Set Featured Image, scroll down. Here is the option of Schedule Attributes. Schedule attribute defines the display order of the schedule on the event section. If you want to display Schedule 1 at first, you have to give the schedule attribute as 1. So I have added the order as 1. After you are done, click on Publish. So this schedule has been published. If you go back, then go to All Schedules. This is the only schedule that I have created so far. Let me pause the video, create a few more schedules following the same process, and then we will continue with our video. As you can see from the screen, I have created a few more schedules. Now we will go back to the customizer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the time format toggle and disable it once again, just as a way to refresh our customizer. So you can enable and disable the toggle, which will refresh your customizer, and all the changes that you have made from your dashboard will be reflected over here. As you can see, the schedule section has been added. If you wish to change the schedule title, you can change it from here. Just remove the title that is given here, then add in the title of your choice. It is the same with the schedule description. As you can see, the schedule and the categories D1 to 3 as well as the haul categories have been added. You can also select the time format to 24 hours by enabling the toggle here, which we used to actually refresh our customizer earlier. And if you enable the 24 hours time format, you will see the time format will change to 24 hours. After you are done, click on Publish. If you go to your site, scroll down, give it a refresh, and you will see the schedule section has now been added to your site, and it looks something like this. Let's go back to our customizer. Next is the ticket section. To add the ticket section, click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to add in the text widget first for a title and description. So let's type in text into the search bar. The widget has appeared, click on it. Now add in the title and the description. Click on Done. Now, as it is given here, you have to add in the RARA pricing table widget for ticket section. Click on Add a Widget and search for RARA pricing table widget. Simply type in pricing table. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. You have to now fill in the details, starting with the title. You can edit the currency of your ticket price from here, then add in the price. Then you can add in the per value of the ticket. It can be per person or per group or anything that you wish to add. Now, to list out the items, or let's say the offers that your visitors will get by buying this particular ticket, you have to click on Add Item. Then one by one, you have to add in the detail or the items that fall inside of the ticket that you have just created. And it displays over here. Click on Add Item. Then add in the second item. Then keep on adding all of the items that you wish to display under this particular ticket. In this way, you can keep on adding all of the items that you wish to list inside of the ticket that you have created. You can also sort these items like this. You simply have to drag and drop it. Scroll down, there are more options at the bottom. You get to add in the featured link and the label. So let's add in the label first. Inside of the featured link, you have to add the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button, which will appear after you have added the link. And here the button has appeared. When your visitors click on the Buy This Package button, they will land on the page or the post of which the link that you have added in the featured link box. Then if you scroll to the top, you have one more option. That is to display the best package ribbon on your ticket. So if this is the best package, you simply have to check into this option. And here the best package ribbon has been applied to the ticket. In this way, you can inform your users about the best package among the tickets that you have added and displayed in your ticket section. I'm going to uncheck the best package. Scroll down. After you are done, click on Done. Following the same process, I have added 2 more tickets. I have finished adding all 3 of my tickets and they display like this. There is one more thing that I skipped to mention, that is you can also change the best label from best package to anything else that you want. You simply have to remove it, then add in the label of your choice. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. If you go over to your site, scroll down and give it a refresh, you will see the ticket section has now been added to your site. Let's go back. The testimonial section is the same as it was in the free theme. I will not go into this. Next is the timer call to action section. So from here you can change the title. You have to remove the title that is already here, then add in the title of your choice. It is the same with the description. This option allows you to show the upcoming event. You can either disable or you can enable it. From here, you can select the event date, click on the calendar, then you have to select the year. select a month, then select a date. Then the countdown timer of the event will be displayed here. You can also select the event time. Click over here, then select the time of your choice. Again, you have the option to set the time zone by clicking on the link here, which will take you to Miscellaneous Settings, and from the drop-down option, you can select the time zone of your preference. From under Read More label, you can change the label from Buy Ticket Now to anything else that you want. If you remove it, type in the Read More label of your choice, and whatever you type in will be displayed here. Inside of the Read More URL, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on button over here. From here, you can select the background image for your timer call to action section. Simply click on Change Image, then select the image of your choice. Click on Choose Image, and the image that you select will be displayed as the background. I'm happy with the background image here that is showing in default, so I will not change this. After you are done, click on Publish. If you go to your site and give it a refresh, you will see the changes have been made. Let's go back to our customizer and back. Next is the sponsor section. To add the sponsor section, as it is given over here, you have to add in the text widget for a title and description. Then you have to add in the Rara client logo widget for sponsors. Let's go ahead and add in the text widget first. So click on Add a Widget. From the search bar, type in text. Here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Now you have to add in the title of your sponsor section. Then you have to add in the description. Click on Done. Now you have to click on Add a Widget again. This time you have to add in the Rara client logo widget. So you can search for the Rara client logo widget from the search bar, or you can also manually search for the widget. So because I can see the widget from here, Rara client logo, I'm going to click on it. Now you have to add in the title here. Then click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select the logo of your client. Click on Select. Inside of the featured link box, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this sponsor logo that you have added. To add another logo, click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select the logo of your sponsor. Click on Select. Again, you have to add in the featured link to the page or the post. Following the same process, I have added one more logo. After you are done adding the logos, click on Apply. And here, your sponsors have been added to your sponsor section. If you go over to the demo page and scroll down to Sponsors section, you can see that the sponsors and the logos added have been categorized into different categories like creative partners, silver sponsors, or platinum sponsors like this. So if you want to categorize your sponsors, you have to go back to your customizer. You have to click on Done. Just click on Add a Widget, then add in the Rara client logo widget once again. Add in the title. So let's add in the title as Silver Sponsors. Now click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select the logo that you wish to add. Click on Select. Then you have to add in the featured link. So like this, you have to click on add another logo, and you have to keep on uploading the images or your event sponsors logos with the respective featured link. Let me add 3 more. After you are finished adding all of the logos and the links, click on apply. And here, the silver sponsors categories along with the logos have been added to your sponsors section. If you wish to create more categories, click on done. You have to click on add a widget, add the Rara client logo widget, and you have to follow the same process. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below, or as I have said before, you can directly reach out to our support team. Okay, apart from this, there are also more options. You have the option to make the logos display in black and white if you check into this box. And you also have the option to allow your users to open the link that you have added with each of the logos here in the new tab. If you check in to this box, you can either check in or uncheck. The choice is yours. After you are done, you have to click on done and click on publish. If you go over to your site, give it a refresh, you will see the sponsor section has now been added to our site. Let's go back, and we are done with the sponsor section. Next is the call to action section. This has already been covered in our free theme video tutorial, so I will not go into this. Next is the FAQ section. To add the FAQ section, as it is given over here, you have to add in the text widget for title and description. So click on add a widget. We have to search for the text widget once again from the search bar by simply typing in text. After the widget appears here, click on it. Add in the title. Then add in the description. After which your title and description shows in your FAQ section. Click on done. Now click on add a widget again. This time you will have to add Rara FAQs widget. So from the search bar, simply type in FAQ, and here the Rara FAQs widget is showing. Click on it. Now it is very simple. You only have to add in the question, then you have to add the answer to that question into the answer box. You can also stretch out the answer box from here. So I'm going to head over to the demo page. Then from the FAQ section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the question and also the answer. And here the question has appeared. Then I will also copy and paste the answer. So the first question and answer has been added. If you click here, you can see the question as well as the answer. To add more FAQs, click on add FAQs, then add in the question and the answer again. So again, I'm going to head over to the demo page and I'm going to copy and paste the question as well as the answer. Following the same process, I have added all the FAQs that I wish to add on our site. After you are finished adding all of the FAQs, click on the apply button. And here, all of the FAQs that you have added from the left-hand side are now displaying in your FAQs section. And they display like this. If you click on publish, go back to our site, give it a refresh, and you will see the FAQ section has now been added to our site. If you go back to the customizer, there is more option at the top, that is to enable the FAQ toggle. So if you check into this box, this will enable the FAQs toggle. Let's scroll down and click on apply. And here, the expand and close FAQ toggle is now added after we checked in to enable FAQs toggle. Click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to our site once again, give it a refresh. And as you can see, the Expand and Close toggle has now been added to our FAQ section in our site. Let's go back. We are done with our FAQ section. Next is the Gallery section. So to add in the Gallery section, click on Add a Widget. Like we did with most of our sections, you have to add in the text widget for title and description. So search for the text widget. Simply type in text into the search bar. Here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Add in the title. Then add in the description. Click on Done. Now to add in the gallery, you have to add in the gallery widget. So click on Add a Widget, and because I can see the gallery widget from here, I'm going to click on it. If you wish to add in the title, then you can add it from here. I'm going to skip adding the title because I think the title and description that has been added earlier serves as the title for our gallery section. To add the images, click on Add Images. Now you have to select the images that you wish to feature in your gallery section. After you have finished selecting your images, click on Create a New Gallery button. You can also reverse order from here. Now, from under Size, click on the drop-down option and select Gallery Image. Click on Insert Gallery. And as you can see, the images have now been added to our gallery section. Click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to our site, give it a refresh. And here the gallery section has now been added to our home page or our front page. Let's go back. We are done with our gallery section. Next is the blog section. So the blog section is the same as it was in the free theme. I will not go into this. Next is the contact section. Even contact section is the same as it was in the free theme. And so is the case with Google Maps section. To find out how to customize all three sections, please refer to the conference free video tutorial. As I have mentioned earlier, the link is in the description box below. Let's go back. Next is the one-page settings. So this gives you the option to enable the section menu. If you enable it, all of the sections on your home page have now appeared on your menu. You can see the About, Statistics, Conferences, Speaker, Schedule, Ticket, and the rest of the front page sections have appeared on your menu. The next option is to enable the home link. So if you enable this option, the home link will be shown over here, as opposed to when you disable it, the home link will not be shown anymore. If you want to make any of the sections disappear from the menu, you simply have to select the section that you do not want to display on your menu anymore. So let's say you do not want to display the schedule section. So just remove it. And here the schedule section has disappeared. This is the same for all of the other menu labels. I'm going to disable the options, but you can go ahead and make your preference. And if you have made any changes, don't forget to hit on Publish. The last option is to sort front page section. With the help of this section, you will be able to sort and toggle your front page sections throughout your site, and you can also select the sections that you do not want to appear on your front page disappear. All you've got to do is, let's say I want the ticket section at the top. I will simply have to drag it and drop it right at the top, after which the ticket section will be displayed right at the top underneath the banner. You can do the same with any of the other front page sections. Now to make the front page section disappear, okay, let's take the example of the ticket section this time as well. If I want to make the ticket section disappear, I only have to click on the eye icon, after which the ticket section will disappear. And it is the same with the rest of the sections available. If you want to make the stat counter section disappear, click on the eye icon and the stat counter section will disappear. I'm going to make both of my sections appear. And I'm also going to put the ticket section back to where it was before. And now the stat counter section as well as the ticket sections are displaying and they are back where they were before. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit on publish. Let's go back. We are finally done with all of our front page settings. Now we will go to About Page settings. To be able to customize About Page settings, you need to create an About Page first. I have already created an About Page. So let's go back to the dashboard. Go to Pages, click on All Pages. This is the About Page. So I'm going to click on Edit. And what I'm going to do is, from the right hand side, from under Page Attributes, from under Templates, I'm going to assign the About Page template to our About Page. Let's click on Update. If we go back, now we will access the customizer once again. Let's go to the top. We will go to our About Page. You have to be on your About Page from your Customizer tab in order to be able to expand all of the About Page settings. You must have noticed on the left hand side, as soon as we clicked on the About Page, all of the About Page settings have now expanded. So let's configure all of them. We will start with About Template Intro. As it is given here, you have to add in Rara Featured Page widget for intro section. And then you have to add in the Rara Icon Text widget for services. So click on Add a Widget, search for Rara Featured Page widget. Just type in Featured Page into the search bar. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Now let's add in the title. From under Page, click on the Choose option. From the drop-down option, select About the event, which is our About Page. After which, the content of your About Page will be displayed. Next, you have three more options. The first is to show the featured image. If you check into this box, the featured image in your About Page will be displayed here. Next is to show the page title. If you enable this option, then the title of your About Page will be displayed. I'm going to uncheck it. The third option is to show the full page content. If you check into this option, then full page content of your About Page will be displayed here. If you uncheck, you will have another option to show the Read More button instead of showing the full page content. So if you check into this box here, you will see the Read More button will appear, and you also have the option to change your Read More text from here. You only have to remove it, then add in the Read More text of your choice. You also have the option to allow your users to open the Read More button link in the same tab. You just have to check into this box here. After you are done, click on Done. Next, we have to add a Rara Icon Text widget for services. So click on Add a Widget. On the search bar, type in Icon Text. Click on the widget once it appears. Now you can fill in all of the service details that your company provides to your users. Start by adding the title. Now add in the description. If you want to upload an image to your service, you simply have to click on Upload. Then you can select the image of your choice. You have to click on Select, after which the image that you have selected will appear in your service. Instead, you can also search and add for various logos that are already listed here. I'm going to upload an icon image, so I'm going to click on Upload. Then select the image icon, click on Select, which will appear in the Service section. If you wish to add in the Read More label and featured link, then you can do that from here. Click on Done. Following the same process, I have added 2 more services. After you are done with your About Template Intro section, click on Publish. Let's go back to our site, go to our About page, and as you can see, the About Intro section has been added and it is now displaying in the About page. Let's go back. Next is the About Template Experience section. To add in the Experience section, as it is given over here, you have to add in the text widget first for title and description. So click on Add a Widget, type in text into the search bar, click on the text widget. Now add in the title and description. After you are finished adding title and description, they will display here. Click on Done. To add in the experiences, you have to add in the image widget. So click on Add a Widget and click on the image widget. Click on Add Image, select the image of your choice. Click on Add to Widget. If you click on Edit Image, you have the option to add the alternative text, caption, change its display settings, and you also have more advanced options. I'm going to make the image appear in full size, so click on the drop-down option and I'm going to select full size. As you can see, the image size is now full. Click on Update. And here, full image will be displayed in the About Template Experience section. From here, you can add in the featured link. I'm going to skip adding the link. And at last, I'm going to add in the title, which will be displayed over here. Click on Done. Following the same process, I have added more images to the Experience section. After you are done adding all of the images, click on Publish. If you go back to your site, to your About page, give it a refresh, and you will see the Experience section has now been added to our About page. Let's go back. So there is one more option that you can explore. That is, if you click on the image and click on Edit Image, you have the option to add in the caption. If you add in the caption here, it will display above the image in your About page. So let me show you an example. I'm going to add in a caption. Click on Update. And the caption will display above the image. You can do the same for the rest of the images that you have added here. After you are done adding all of the captions, click on Done, and if you click on Publish, go back to your site, give it a refresh once again, you will see the captions now show on all of the images. Let's go back. Next is the About Template Speakers section. First, you have to add in the text widget for title and description. Click on Add a Widget, type in text into the search bar. Click on the widget. Now add in the title and the description. Click on Done. Now click on Add a Widget once again. This time you have to add in the Rara team member widget. Simply type in team member into the search bar. Click on the widget. Add in the name, designation, and description of the speaker first. Let's start with name. To upload the speaker's photo, click on Upload. Select the photo of your speaker, click on Select. And here, the speaker's photo along with the name, designation, and description has appeared. Scroll down, there are more options at the bottom. You can also display the social media profile of this particular speaker. So for example, if I want to add in or display the Facebook profile, I will have to copy and paste the link to this speaker's official Facebook page. You will see the tiny Facebook link has appeared. You can do the same for the rest of the social media profiles. After you are done, click on Done. Following the same process, I have added more speakers to the speakers section. After you have finished adding the speaker's information, click on Done. You can keep on adding more if you wish to, but I'm only adding 3 team members. Now click on Publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, you will see the speaker section has now been added to our About page. Let's go back and back. Next is the About Template Stat Counter section. To add in the Stat Counter section, click on Add a Widget. From the search bar, type in Stat Counter as it is given over here. Click on the widget. Now you have to start adding in the details. Add in the title of your Stat Counter number 1. I have added the title as Hours. Now add in the counter number. And here your number displays. Scroll down, you can add in various icons from here, or you can also click on Upload, select the icon of your choice, click on Select, which will display in your Stat Counter number 1. I'm going to select one of the icons from here. So for Hours, if I want to add in a clock icon, I'm going to search for clock from search icon option over here. So you can select from either of these. I'm going to select this one. And here it has appeared. Click on Done. Following the same process, I'm going to add more Stat Counter widgets. After you are finished adding all of the stat counters, click on Done. So there is one more option for your stat counters. That is, if you click on one of the stat counter widget, as you can see, there is a comma separating the numbers. If you check into Disable Comma Separation, it will disable to show the comma here. After you are finished, click on Publish. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you will see the Stat Counter section has now been added to our About page. Let's go back. Next is the About Template Testimonial section. To add in the testimonial section, click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to add in the text widget for title and description. So type in text into the search bar, click on Text Widget, add in the title and description. After the title and description appears, click on Done. To add in the testimonials, you have to add in the Rara testimonial widget as it is showing here. Click on Add a widget. Type in testimonial into the search bar. Click on Rara testimonial widget. Now you have to add in the name of your client, their designation, and also their words of testimonial for your company. Let's fill in the details. We will start with name. Now to upload the image of your client, click on Upload. Select the image of your client, click on Select. And as you can see, the client testimonial along with their name, designation and image is now displayed on our testimonial section in the About page. Click on Done. Following the same process, I have added one more testimonial section. You can keep on adding more testimonials if you wish to. Click on Publish. Let's go back to our site, give it a refresh, and you will see the testimonial section is now displaying in our About page. Let's go back and back. Next is the About Timer Call to Action section. So you can add in the title from here. Just remove the title which is currently showing as Hurry Up for Early Bird Tickets. Then add in the title of your choice. And it is the same for the description. From here you can enable to show the upcoming event. You can either disable or you can enable it. Then you can pick out the event date from here. You can also select the event time from here. Then finally for the Read More label, again, you can remove the Read More label that is already here, then add in the label of your choice which will display on your Read More label button. Inside of the Read More URL, you have to add in the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this button. Also, you can set the time zone by clicking on this link here. If you wish to remove the background image that is showing in default, you have to click on Change Image, then select the image of your choice, or you can simply click on Remove to make the background image disappear. The process of adding About Timer Call to Action section is the same as adding Timer Call to Action section, which we added earlier in our homepage. Click on Publish. If you go back to your site, you will see that the Timer Call to Action section has been displayed in default, but after you make the necessary changes from here and you give your site a refresh, then your changes will be displayed accordingly. Let's go back. Next is the About Template Sponsor section. Now adding the About Template Sponsor section is the same as adding or configuring sponsor section like how we did earlier in our front page. Simply click on Add a Widget. You have to add in the text widget first for title and description. Click on the text widget. Add in the title and description. After the title and description shows, click on Done. Click on Add a Widget again. This time you have to add in the Rara Client Logo widget. Simply type in Client Logo into the search bar. Click on the widget. Add in the title. Click on Add Another Logo. Click on Upload. Select the logo that you wish to add. Click on Select. Inside of the featured link, you have to add in the featured link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this link over here. Following the same process, keep on adding more client logos. After you are finished adding all of the logos, click on Apply. And here all of your sponsors or your client logos have been added to your sponsor section. You can also categorize the sponsor section. You just have to click on Done, then click on Add a Widget, search for the client logo widget. Then following the same process, you have to keep on adding all of the logos along with the links. Click on Apply and click on Done. As I said before, adding the About Template sponsor section is the same as adding sponsor section in your front page. After you are done, click on Publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, you will see the sponsor section has now been added to your About page. Let's go back. Okay, there are two more options right at the top, that is to display your logos in black and white. If you check into this option and to allow your users to open the link that you have added over here in the new tab. Let's go back. The last option is to sort the About page section. So you can make various sections in your About page appear or disappear. You simply have to click on the eye icons next to the sections that are given here. So for example, if I don't want to add in the intro section, I simply have to click on the eye icon over here and the intro section will disappear. It is the same for the rest of the sections here. I'm going to make the intro section appear back on. You can also sort or toggle your About page sections. You simply have to drag and drop it. So for example, the sponsor section, which is actually right at the very bottom, if I want to make it appear right at top, I only have to drag it and drop it to the top. And as you can see, sponsor section is no longer showing at the bottom. If you go to the top, it is showing right on top. You can do that with any of the other sections that are here. Okay, let me set it back to the way it was before. Now click on Publish. Let's go back. We are finally done with our About page settings. Next is the Schedule page settings. Before we make any configurations from here, we have to go back to our dashboard and we have to create a schedule page first. So let's go back to our dashboard, go to Pages, click on Add New, add in the title for your schedule page. From your right hand side, scroll down. From under Page Attributes, from under Template, click on Default Template. Now select Schedule Page. Click on Publish. So the Our Schedule page is now live. Now we will have to add the newly created Our Schedule page to the navigation menu. Let's go back. Go to Appearance, click on Menus. So this is another way through which you can create a navigation menu as well as add or remove the menu items from your menu. Now select Our Schedule. From under Pages, click on Add to Menu. And here the Our Schedule page is now displaying along with other menu items. Let's sort it. After the changes are made, click on Save Menu. Now we will access our customizer once again. So from under Appearance, I'm going to open the Customizer tab. Let me cross out the old Customizer tab. And as you can see, the Our Schedule page has now been added to our navigation menu. Let's go to the Schedule page settings. You must have noticed as soon as you click on Schedule page settings, it directly takes us to our Schedule page. The first option is the title and description settings. With this option, you can basically change the title and description of your schedule page. From here, you can change the event title from event program to anything else that you want. You simply have to remove the title that is already here, then add in the title of your choice. The same thing goes for description. From here, you can change the ticket button label from Buy Ticket Now to anything else that you want. Then you can add in the ticket button URL into the ticket button URL box. When your visitors click on the Buy Ticket Now button. They will land on the page of which the feature link you have added into the ticket button URL box. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the Schedule Template Sponsor section. Adding the sponsor section to your schedule template is the same as creating sponsor section in your home page as well as adding sponsor section in your about page. Click on Add a Widget. Search for the text widget from the search bar. Click on the text widget. Add in the title and description. Click on Done. To add in the client logos for sponsors, click on Add a Widget, and as it is given here, you have to search and add for the Rara client logo widget. Type in client logo into the search bar, and after the widget has appeared, click on it. Add in the title here. Now, click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select the logo of your choice. Click on Select. Inside of the featured link box, you can add in the link to the page or the post where your visitors will land on when they click on your sponsor image that you have added here. You can also leave it out if you don't want to add in the link. To add in more logos, click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select another logo, click on Select, and you can keep on adding more logos like this. Now, following the same process, keep on adding more logos. After you have finished adding all of the logos, click on Apply, and here your client or sponsor logos have appeared. Click on Done. If you want to categorize the sponsors like how we did earlier, click on Add a Widget. Search for the client logo widget once again from the search bar. Click on the widget. Add in the title again. Click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select the logo that you want to add. Click on Select. You can add in the featured link if you wish to, or you can skip it out. After you are done, click on Apply. And here, your next category of sponsor section has been added to your Our Schedule page. Click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to our site, let's go to the top, give it a refresh. Go to Our Schedule page, you will see the changes have been made in our site as well. Let's go back. We are done with our schedule page settings. Next is the general settings. Let's go to header settings. The first option is to make your header sticky. If you enable this option, even if you scroll down, you will be able to access your header section. Second is the custom link option. So apart from the option to customize your link, you also get the option to select the page. You only have to select the page. Just click on the drop-down option, then select any page that you want to display. For example, if you want to display contact page, select contact, and contact button will be displayed here. I'm going to set it back to custom. Selecting your link as custom has already been explored in the free theme. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. Next is the social sharing. So let's go to our blog page and we will go to one of our blog posts. These are the social sharing buttons. With the help of these buttons, your readers will be able to share your content in various social media platforms. If you disable this option, then the social sharing buttons will disappear. As opposed to when you enable them, they will appear. Here, you also have the option to sort or toggle social sharing buttons and also make them appear or disappear So apart from the buttons that are already displaying, there are more options at the bottom. You only have to click on this eye icon over here to enable or make the social sharing buttons appear. If you want to sort them, drag and drop them and put them in any order that you want. Whatever order you put them in here will be reflected over here. Click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go back. The SEO settings have already been covered in free theme. I will not go into this. Next is the post, blog and pages settings. Most of the settings under post, blog and pages settings have already been covered in the free theme. I will not be covering the ones that I have already explored in the free theme. Please check out the free theme video tutorial. I will only cover the ones that are new to the pro theme. The extra option that you get with the pro theme is the blog post image crop. So when you upload a featured image, by default, the theme crops the image to the recommended size. In some cases, your image might not look very good. So when you enable this option, no matter what size your featured image is, it will avoid the automatic cropping of the featured image and it will be displayed in its original size. The other extra setting that you get is the related post taxonomy. So if you scroll down, okay, there are no related posts here. We will go to another blog post. Okay, let's open this one. These are the recommended articles that are showing here. You can show the related post as per the categories or the tags. If you select category, then the related post will be displayed as per the categories. If you select tags, then your related post will be shown as per the tags. I will select category. The rest of the options are the same as it was in the free theme except for hide comment count. If you enable this option, this will hide the comment in your single post. After the changes are made, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the sidebar settings. This option will allow you to have unlimited sidebar in your post and pages. I will not go into depth with the settings, but please feel free to explore this option. Next is the performance settings. Under performance settings, we have lazy load content images, defer JavaScript, and remove ver parameters. So if you enable the lazy loading of the images, it will delay the loading of images on your site, which will improve your site loading speed. However, if you have used any external plugins to improve the loading of your site, then I would recommend you to disable the lazy load, as enabling both lazy load and another external plugin might create a conflict and it might result in some issues. What you can do is you can play around. You can try enabling your lazy load, and if there are no issues, if it works perfectly well, you can enable the lazy load. If it does not, then I would recommend you to disable the lazy load. I'm going to disable both options. Next is the defer JavaScript. I will not go into the details of this, but I will just give you a brief idea of what this does. If you enable this option, it will inform the browser to delay the loading of some of the JavaScript, which will improve the loading speed of your site. The next option is to remove the version parameters. So at the end of the file, there is a version parameter like Conference Pro 2.1.9. And if you enable this option, it will improve the loading of your site in some of the speed testing websites. I have already covered the locally hosted Google fonts, so I will not go into this. After the preferences are made, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the newsletter settings. This option has also already been covered in the free theme. I will not go into this. Next is the miscellaneous settings. The first option is admin bar. If you go to your site, this is the admin bar, which shows when you are logged into your backend. If you disable it, click on Publish, go back, give it a refresh, then your admin bar will not be displayed anymore. As opposed to when you enable and publish it, go back and give it a refresh, the admin bar will be shown. Next is the Lightbox feature. This option allows your visitors to have a larger version view of the images, which means if they click on one of the images, it will pop out. So let's explore this option. Let's go back to the dashboard. We will go to Post, All Posts. So I'm going to edit one of the blog posts. Click on Edit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add in an image. Click on Enter. Click on Add Block option. Click on Image. Click on Media Library and select one of the images to add. Let's select this one. Now, from the right hand side, click on Copy URL to Clipboard. Click on Select. Click on the Insert Link option. Then paste the link that you have just copied. Click on Apply. Now, click on Update. Let's go back to our customizer. We will go to the top and we will go to that particular blog post, which is this blog post here. Click on it. Come down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the Lightbox option once and I'm going to enable it again. And click on Publish. If you go back to your site, go to Blog, open the blog post, click on this picture. You will see the image will now pop out and your visitors will have the option to view the larger version of the image that you have added in your single blog post. Let's go back. Next option is to enable or disable the wow animation effect. So if you go over to home page, while scrolling up or down, there is this animation that is enabled. If you disable this option, then the animation will not be displayed anymore. I'm going to enable it back on. Next option is to make the last widget sticky. So again, we will go to our blog page. While scrolling down, as soon as the sidebar comes to an end, you will see the blank space. If you enable this option, then that blank space will not be displayed because your last sidebar widget will be sticky. You can take advantage of this option by adding various call to action sidebar widget on your sidebar and then making your last widget sticky. Let's go to the top. Next option is to enable the drop cap. So let's go into one of the blog posts once again. If you enable this option, the first letter of word in your post or page content will be displayed in drop cap. The next option is to enable the scroll to top, which is this button over here. If you disable it, that button will not be shown anymore. I have already covered the time zone. I will not go into this. After the changes have been made, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the Google Analytics settings. You can simply copy and paste your Google Analytics code here and click on Publish to enable the Google Analytics. Let's go back and we are finally done with our general settings. I have already covered the menus, the widgets, as well as the homepage settings in our free theme. Next is the footer settings. So apart from the option to edit your footer copyright text, you can also hide the author link and WordPress link, which are now displaying here. Simply enable the toggles and they will disappear, the author link and the WordPress link. So over here, you can add in your footer copyright text. You can also use the year shortcode to display the current year. It will display the current year in your footer copyright text section, and you can also use the site link shortcode to display the site link. So just copy the shortcode from here and paste it, and as you can see, the site link has been added. In between, at the beginning and afterwards, you can add in the copyright text of your choice. After you are done with the settings, click on Publish. If you go to your site, scroll all the way down to the bottom, give it a refresh. You will see the changes have been made. Let's go back. Next is the additional settings. This is also already covered in the free theme, so I will not go into this. Next option is the Customizer Reset. So this option will allow you to remove all the customizations that you have ever made via Customizer up until now. So if you click on Reset, it will give you the option to press on the No button. You can click on No button, but if you don't, then all the settings that you have ever made via Customizer will all be reset and deleted. So make sure you have read all the message that is given over here before you click on the Reset button. Let's go back, and we are finally done with our Conference Pro video tutorial. Let's go to the top and to our home page. So that was it about the Conference Pro WordPress theme. If you have any queries, please let us know. You can either drop them down in the comments section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. The link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.